guys? Lucky Ojo here. Sorry for not being here for the rest of this weekend. I realize that I have been not showing up the last couple days, so I'm here, and we're going to come back with something a little new. So part of the reason that I have not streamed in a while, and it's not the entire reason, I have been very busy actually. However, part of the reason has to do with they have released a well, it's not that they released it necessarily. It's been the free login days for Final Fantasy XI. And if anyone here who knows me, they'll tell you, I am obsessed with Final Fantasy XI. You may be asking yourself, well, if you're talking about 11, why are you playing 14? That is a great question. So, the free login is not in effect for much longer. It goes out tomorrow, I believe. Yo, James, welcome to the stream, man. So, I decided to go ahead and load up. I've actually been a subscriber to 14 since its inception. I was a beta tester of 14. I've been playing for a very, very long time. And I figured, in the spirit of Final Fantasy MMOs, why not go ahead and make another one real quick? Another character. We'll run through, play through the beginning, see what's going on. I haven't played this game in quite a while because I've been very busy, haven't had the chance to really go through a lot of MMOs. So I figured let's jump in and let's go through this character creator and see how far we can get. There is an emergency maintenance plan today, so hopefully we can get through quite a bit. So we're going to jump right in. So we have all the races from Final Fantasy XI, but their names have changed. So we have humans, the Hure, the Elezen, the Lalafell, the Makot, the Rogadin, and the ARR. The ARR are new. Every other race here existed in some way, shape, or fashion in Final Fantasy XI. ARR being the new ones, and they came with the expansion Heavensward. So, I'm kind of... It's interesting. The female ARR don't look that different than humans. It's interesting that the males look so differently. I think I'm going to make an ARR. Let's take a look through. So these were the Galka back in Final Fantasy XI. These used to be a male-only race, but now you can make females. In Final Fantasy XI, you can only make female Makots. They were the Mithra, but now you can make male ones. I'm not a big fan of the Lalafell. They were the Tarus back in the day. And then the Elezen were the Elvens. So I have an elf character already. He's been through several iterations, actually. He was a Makot originally. I made him a Hume. And then... Or Hugh here. Hume is a Final Fantasy XI term. And then he is now an Elezen. So I think I am going to go with the Aura. I think that's how we're going to start it. And then we can see different backgrounds and stuff. So let's pick and see how he looks in the different backgrounds and stuff. This game actually looks so beautiful. It really does. So we can go... Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. He looks pretty cool to start out with. Let's try that. Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of Overwatch, to be honest, James, but I think Ragnos likes to play those kind of games. So he might actually play at some point to do. So there's two clans of the Ara. There's the Zayla and the Rayan. So the Rayan look like they have a little bit more mage capabilities and dexterity for like mage slash archers, and then these are like straight up beast mode for strength. I think we are going to focus on dexterity and magic. Historically, that's kind of what I play in this game. Oh, these guys look really cool though. The 3 points, well, it's 4 points in strength difference. 5 points in mind, though. You made them very poor healers, if that's what you wanted to go for. But it'd make them very good tanks. I think, so we're just going to go with the Rayan. And I'm going to regret it later. But we're going to go with the Rayan.
Uh-huh.
And let's try... We can make them pretty tall. These guys seem like tall dudes. We can see how we can change their height. Oh, you can actually see the height in inches too, not just 0 to 100. Let's make them like Oh, wow. The lowest they get is 79 inches. That's absurd. Alright. So let's make them 7 feet tall, right? 84 inches. Alright. Skin color. So we can give him like a dark blue skin color as well. Or we can get kind of interesting. We can actually give him like more of a human tone. I kind of like doing that a little bit. I kind of like the way that looks. I think we're going to go with that. I don't know what we're changing right now. Hang on. What? Oh, his tail. He has a tail. Alright. Oh. This is like straight up dragon tail. So we can go for like the small stinger, a little bit more elaborate. More of a lizard-like. I kind of like this one. Personally. Oh, we can even make it long or short. Huh. Well, if he's got a tail like that, I feel like it'd be long. Alright, now the very important part of the hairdo. Oop, let's move you around. Alright. How do I zoom again? It starts getting kind of wonky. Hey, oh, I did the... There we go. I had him on unique. That was my bad. Instead of just standing. Some of these hairdos are pretty wicked looking, though. Oh my god. Awesome. So I feel like these guys could actually pull off some of these like Goku-style hairdos. Because of the bone structure, you know? No, I don't think they can pull that off. Like, I feel like the slightly messier hair works well for them. I feel like the more groomed... Oh, that's awesome. That pompadour. That is wicked. Not for what we're making, but, like, that pompadour was awesome. I have an old buddy I used to work with who would love that pompadour. Alright. Let's try something more along the lines of... Man, that looks really cool. I kind of like that. Let's start with that and see where we're going from there. Yeah. Get that sunburst. Yeah, this looks sick. Alright, so we have several choices of bones too. Seems to change his entire face structure though. So this is the one we based it on. That would also work. He seems a little more extreme this way. He looks very young and accepting. And ugh, that guy's just hideous. Kind of debating between these two. So these kind of flare out with it. I think the blowout thing kind of looks cool. I just don't like the things on his nose. And like his pseudo eyebrow bones. We're going with it. Alright. Kind of like Jaw 3. I think Type 6 works there. Big irises are necessary. Piercing bluish eyes, I think, work best. Umbral ring. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Or limbal ring, rather. Oh, let's go back. How do I go back? How do I go back? So I do this. He has blue eyes, but then I can change their color. What? It looks awesome. It's like 2 shades of blue in there. We're gonna go with 2 there. So this is actually pretty neat so far. Some things are a little too specific. I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I think that's fine. I think 1 is fine on that. Wait, 1 or 4 actually I think is better. Yeah. All right. Let's get a few other things in there, and then we're rearing to go. I don't see what's changing there. We'll just keep it at that, because I don't see the difference. Oh, we do get to change that one thing I didn't like. But he doesn't have any of the other features. Nah. Alright, we're gonna keep it then. Alright, we'll keep him as is. I don't need any more face paint. He looks as ridiculous already. Alright. Nope. Good. Here's the important part. We gotta figure out what voice to do. I think 5 it is. There we go. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our dude. Let's pick, I don't know, 5th Umbral 13. Patron deity, I like the one that has that. The ruler of rivers and wisdom. So here is the hard part. So you have a choice here between gladiator, pugilist. Oh, it even shows you the weapons. So let's put clothes back on him. Thank you. So gladiator, pugilist, which is like a monk, marauder, who uses an axe, lancer, which is awesome, archer, which is also awesome. And notice some of them comes on the bottom left. You'll see how they have like limbs of Laminsa, Ulda, Gridania. Those are your starting areas. And then Disciples of Magic. So we have Conjurer, which is essentially a white mage, Thaumaturge, which is essentially a black mage, and Arcanist, which is, I mean, it's impossible to describe. Like, I'd say it's like a red mage, but it's not. It's actually way off from it. They do like a lot of weird support magics, and then a mixture of that and summoning. So they are really unique in the way they play. So I think for starting ours, I kind of want to play an archer. Just to get started. Because I think archer would be a very easy way to get us started. Rolling through. That way we don't get anything, you know, picked off or anything from other players. So we're just going to pick archer, confirm. I didn't think I picked Exodus. Oh, I can only have one character per world. That's unfortunate. It doesn't really matter. We can do... Can we do Diablos? That sounds cool. You know what? Exodus is fine. Lucky Ojo. Nitsua. And we will confirm that. Let's do this little loading. Yeah, let's begin this game with this new character. And without further dudes, let's get into the game. And there's a lot of like cutscenes and all kinds of really cool stuff for this game. Sometimes I forget how beautiful this game is, too, for that matter. It's just phenomenal.
Here. Here. Feel.
Uh-oh.
Hear, feel, think.
All right. Decked out as a bard, I guess. Yep. Awesome. Oi! You alright, lad? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be Aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Yeah, he's getting drunk. Good old Moogles. Feeling better, Kupo? Aha, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. And seeing as you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The woods have been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? Look at my face. But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. The way they do Moogles here is, like, very interesting. Like, the Moogle designs. I feel like they make the, ball on their head way too big. Wonder where his alcohol went. Gridania's still a far way off. In case you're wondering, seeing as you're awake, how about you keep me company until we get there? Them youngins don't seem to care much for conversation, see? Bremont's the name, and Pedalin's me trade. As for you, sir, as for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I got all the bones on my neck. Ugh. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call a living. So as long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventurers are a risking business. Especially these days. What was it that first attracted you to it? So power, glory, or fortune? We could say, let's say power. Why not? Power. As in, power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? Aye. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll in the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild either. Gridania's home to a few. So, if you fancy learning how to fight with a bow, a polearm, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Yeah, you ain't kill him. You're kidding. Halt! Go no further. Alright. What's this then? Whoa. Ah! What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Uh-oh. So much for remaining here. Bloody hells. We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. The Ixals are fighting strong. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixal to send us a welcoming party, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time we meet those feathering friends. So just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? We'll say yes. It's not my first trip. It is? Well, then let us journey iterant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest lusher forest in all of Eorzea. Though it ain't near it as lush as it used to be, saying that. Not since the calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new basties to move in. and gave the Ixtal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raves have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we excuse me. And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and when it's to the high road for me. Toodaloo. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks for keeping me company. Ooh, what'd you give me? Why do I look so excited? I'm like tickled pink. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider a square. Look how tall I am compared to that dude.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want. And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Boom. Final Fantasy XIV. This game is awesome. You there. Yes, you. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. What? I am Bertinant, a woodwailer of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies, while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see what you are. Alright. I gotta talk to you first, I'm assuming. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select a control scheme you want to use. Gamepad or Fable War. I think I know all of that stuff. I do not want to do that. I want to close you. Accept. So to be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Alright. Another green adventurer, I presume. Thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mion within, and she will take you in hand. Alright. You've got a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Alright. So we're just going to skip past that for a second there. And then initiating quests. Basically, anyone who has that exclamation point above their heads are people that have quests. It told me to use the duty finder. We can use the duty finder, which... Oh, not duty finder. What? You can use the journal. And then that's where we can find what quest we're on. We have a nice little green thing showing that we have no idea what we're doing. But that is okay. Collecting rewards. If you complete a quest by speaking to the person with a green check mark above their head. Alright. In this case, they have a cutscene for it. They don't always have cutscenes, but they usually always talk. Well, well, what do we have here? Excuse me, I have a better female voice. A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer. Come to put your name down at the guild, I presume. Welcome. Mion's my name, or Mother Mion as most call me, and the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you obtain them. Alright. Whoop whoop. In return, we expect you to fulfill the duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, don't you agree? Yeah. To an outsider's eyes, all must be seen well within our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak to you as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years past, Eorza was nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon Dalamund and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. I was about to say, because they've mentioned the calamity twice. Scarcely a square malm on the Twelveswood was spared the devastation. Yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I am well aware how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of the events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved by certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, their words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their face to mind, we see naught but silhouettes among the blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers came to be known as the Warriors of Light. Ahem. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. Yo, thanks, Mion. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you say your real name. There's a special place in 7th Hell for people who use amusing aliases. Alright. Lucky Ojo Nitsua, And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias. Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. Look what just arrived. Another goddamned adventurer. Pardon their language. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The elder seedster herself bade us welcome with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not. Lest you forget, it's my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the seventh hell. Oh, alright. Hope you have fun with your, I don't know, tortilla-looking spears. Him. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling into the Twelveswood of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds, and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Years? My God. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own home and time. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mion to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Like how to talk for 40 minutes. Boom. All that for 50 XP. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have been taking the first step of adventure of City Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mion, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Alright, main scenario quests. The important quests used to tell the main story of Eorzea are called main scenario quests, and they are easily distinguishable from other quests because they have this icon, which is like the Realm Reborn icon. Alright, cool. So let's get her main quest. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure that you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. The massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays the key role in the life of every wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Archers Guild. There is no better place to learn the arts of the bow. Speak with Athelnia. Wow. Athelnia. I'm trying to get her name, but I can't do it. And she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons and armor, and find all the various items that an adventurer might need on his travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Pars Montaret and listen well to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your task, Lucky Ojo. May Nofika guide your path. Ah, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to offer a helping hand. I'm sure they will be pleased to meet an adventurer whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be realm-shattering in importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time, folks will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. I also suggest you lend an ear to the smith here in Canopy. The smiths are entrusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild, and an invaluable source of information for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Alright. All that talking. Alright. Crescent moon icon will appear on the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While you're in the special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. Yep. All experience gained through battle and gathering, while the benefit of the rested bonus will increase by 50%. You can tell how much you have the bonus by that other dim bar. And then ends in all 3 city-states, as well as various outposts and settlements. Count as those areas. What we got for main menu? You can do a lot of stuff in the main menu. I already know how to get there. My bad. Navigation. Yep. We gotta find things on the map. But thankfully, I have a general idea of where to go on this one. Oh. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithful following Mother Mion's instructions. It's a girl. Allow me to offer you a bit of introduction myself. I am Nikia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about aetheryte. Yes, the big crystal right there. Aetherytes are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the aetherytes and their connection to the flow of aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, the adventurers worthy of the name will seek out and attune himself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need to locate them all, you need not locate all of them at once. Excuse me. Before rushing into the wilds, I suggest you start with the aetherytes found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Return learned. Whoop whoop. Yep, we've you attune with the aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. So return can be used to instantly travel back to the aetherite set as your home point, which would be this one. It does not use any MP and can be accessed by traveling the return menu. It can be used every 15 minutes. It's also on this hot key right there. Alright, so that was one of 3 things we needed to do. I think everything else we need to do is over here. We need to go to the shops, and we need to go to the Archers Guild. That's Leatherworking Guild. We'll go ahead and grab this aetherite up here while we're at it. You now have access to the Aethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand on the Aethernet shards. Attuning yourself with shards can be granted access to the city-state's Aethernet. Aethernets can be used for quick travel, internet city travel. Alright. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to access Parsmontert, the master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here, bold as you please, and demand my hard-earned knowledge? A merchant is not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favor, then I might consider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mion's handiwork, and more specifically, her baking. Don't look so surprised, son. I smell that eel pie of yours a mile away. Hand it over. Alright, hand that over. Wicked specs. That flaky crust. Just divine. Very well. I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you best prepare with yourself with a quality set of weapons and armor. such goods are the provenance of the rosewood stalls, directly south of here. You'll be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. If it's potions and paraphernalia that you seek, head north to the ebony stalls. The shelves are lavishly stocked with widely traveled Uldan merchants, and I may truly say that I've seen things amongst their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? My first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your need. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go and pursue the stalls, and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substance for first-hand experience after all, and I am weary of talking, unless you have another eel pie. Thanks for that help. As they say with friends like you. Where is the Archer's Guild? Oh, it was in New Gridania. Huh. Well, what I could do real quick. Let's go ahead and sprint up here. The sprint isn't very sprint-like. Kind of assumed it would go a little faster than that. It's disappointing. Just need to make it this Aethernet shard. Pop back over here. The Carpenter's Guild. Where is the... Oh, Archer's Guild. Right? It is right there. Well, I'll be... It is right over that way. Meanwhile, we'll read handing over items. You can click on the items as they appear. Hand them to NPCs. That's way better than Final Fantasy XI, where you have to know what item they want ahead of time and trade it with them through a trade window like they're real people. And you have to know the exact item and quantity. This can be entertaining. Ooh, Mila Kunis. I was trying to save her name backwards, said anything. Greetings, friend. You have found your way to the Archer's Guild. Do you seek to uncover the secrets of our art? Ah, now that you think of it, you have the look of one who received Mother Mion's gentle instruction. Very well, I shall give you a brief introduction to archery and the Archer's Guild. The skills practiced by our archers allow them to gauge an enemy's weakness from afar, then turn the tide of battle with a single well-placed arrow. Should you join us, you will be taught to do the same. Archery is practiced in Gridania was born of two distinct styles of bowmanship. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of Elazin, who once ruled the lowlands, and the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Makot. As you will doubtlessly be aware, both races ultimately came to call the Twelveswood home. Though the two people began as rivals, they gradually learned to come together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another. There are two schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art that is known today. For a time, the bow was used primarily for hunting, but as the hunters vied for one another to prove who was the better shot, there emerged a group of archers whose ultimate goal lay not in the practical pursuit of prey, but in perfection. Thus was the Archers Guild born from the ranks of the Trappers League. It is the way of the guild to promote greatness in archery through friendly competition, and the results of our methods can be seen in the vaunted archers of the God's Quiver, many of whom spent their formative years loosing arrows at the guild's practice butts. I hope this gives you a better idea of who we are and what we do. Oh, did I see the spark of ambition flare within your eyes? If you wish to draw a string with the finest archers in Eorzea, look no further than the Archers Guild. Before you enlist, however, you must gain the approval of our guildmaster. Once you're ready to proceed, speak with me again, and we can begin to see seen about your enrollment. Alright, yeah, let's do that. So you want to join the Archers Guild? Yeah. Yeah, I do. The look in your eye bespeaks your determination. It would be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Lucane. Lest you worry unduly, Lucane is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Lucane awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. Alright, so let's go join the guild. Greetings, adventurer. I am told you want to join our ranks. I am Lucane, the master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who will have them, to all who will learn. Or have the will to learn, excuse me. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste of which we will teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it allows one to strike the enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for its shortcomings. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg, or sap the strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable duelage of death will be yours to rain upon your foe. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield, and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they may learn to strike at the vulnerabilities swiftly and surely. Now, any halfwit can bend the bow, but it's no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey? Yeah. Very well. Now, before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge of your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and fungars that roam just beyond the city gates. 3 of each should suffice. In so doing, you will prove your fitness to join the Archers Guild. Report back to me when the task is completed. I doubt it will trouble you unduly. Alright. Some of the way these guys talk, it really is difficult for me. Boom. Let's get out of here. And we're back to me own. The conquering hero returns. You have completed my little task, I trust? The 3 locations you visited will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It is best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the woes of the citizenry? I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial this matter may seem. I am thankful that you are an obliging sort, Lucky Ojo. It is adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid as it struggles to come. Alright. Yeah. Give me that XP. All that for 100 XP. Oh man, we leveled up though. I don't get the next one till another level, I think. So we can go out and actually start shooting stuff. All of that. Just to do. We've been playing for like an hour just to start going. So let's go out. Right outside this gate there should be squirrels, ladybugs, and fungar. Battle. So let's select target. Yep. Then hit A to activate auto attack. We can use the short. We can use our little commands, right? And then it use up either MP or TP. Achievements. Whoop. There's a whole bunch of achievements, but some of the achievements give you titles. Also, there's certain titles that can be used for rewards, and there's that guy that can give them to you. All right. Oh, killing it. Wiping his tablet out. I don't think they attack on their own. And notice how ground squirrel doesn't have the symbol on them anymore. Like the little like Q looking symbol with a plus means that they're still part of the quest. I'm about to level up after this. Experience points, you always receive 100%. Finding items. If you use certain items, they become bound. Particularly rare items bind themselves to you. Where is a fungar? Oh, there's one. Ooh, I'm at range of 4s. I see a bunch of them. Here we go. Oh wow, there's a fate right there. I wonder if I can make it. So the fate are special quests that are full active time events. And I am. I barely made it. I killed like one. That's why I didn't get that much experience for it, but that's alright. Fate rewards. You are rewarded. Once fate is complete, a window detailing your reward will be displayed. Rewards distributed to all event participants and are based not only on success, but on individual contributions. There's 3 different ones you can get: bronze, silver, and gold. I just happen to be lucky to see one there. Yo, I'm gonna kill some of these on the way back. So I can't hit level 4 on there. Which shouldn't be too much. Oh, speaking of which, that's level 10 fate. So like the little blue circles you see are actually all fates. And those are like just the random quests that you can get in and level up with. There's actually other things that you get from them too. So like it actually makes it better for you to get them later. Okay, so like as if that guy's not a cheater. And he just teleported and disappeared. Alright. Well, that's a hacker, my friends. Oh, nice. Last name's Hephaestus. That's pretty cool. Alright. That's not what I was going for, but... So that we can get the next mission. But we'll worry about that in a second. We want to see what the Archer's Guild is going to do. Right. Welcome back, Lucky Ojo. It would seem you have successfully completed the trial. You have proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It is with that pleasure I name you an Archer of the Guild. As the fellows of the path, let us strive together to make greater mastery of our art. There's Mila Kunis again. Now, though you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your seniors will not coddle you with your personal attention. It's up to you to seek out their experiences you need to grow as an archer. To that end, I present you with this hunting log. Written within are the names of such creatures as would provide a fitting challenge. Should you find yourself lacking in direction, you would do well to refer to the log. By way of the first step, I encourage you to proper technique. Loose arrow after arrow, paying close attention to form, until movement becomes second nature. When drawing your bow string has become as natural as you drawing breath, the world seems clearer in the view when viewed down the shaft of an arrow. Return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. Alright, the next Archer quest will be available upon reaching level 5. Get some food from that. Alright, so we can get some items, and we can use it, or we can set it to hot bars. And then there's some recast times. Hunting log is one of the things that we can get on the main menu. And it'll show you the location and the enemy, and they are individual to class. Which one did you get? And then they also show up a symbol if it's on your hunting log. That little like weird little double rainbow that's upside down. And if you kill them, you get extra XP. Cool. Whoop. There's a ball right there. We can just jump in here and grab the next quest. Mion wishes to seek an adventure. Send an adventurer to the instructor in Bannock. Lucky Ojo, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It's a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there, and I think you may be used to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray too far of the path. The Twellswood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Right. So now we need to go to the Bannock. How slow my thing's going. Sprint is not very sprinty. I've become spoiled. Oh, see how all these things are there now? So, this is specifically for my archer. I'll go ahead and kill these. This will gain me extra XP. If you notice down in the bottom left of the screen now, I killed 1 of 4. You kill the requisite amount. I've killed 1 of 4 in the ladybug. So I killed 2 of each. This should fix it for the ground squirrels. And if you notice there, like, as soon as I got the Archer 2, I got an extra 360 experience there. So you get extra experience just from completing these. Like, normally these guys will only give me 80, but when I killed this guy, because that should have been the last one there, I got an extra 150 there. So, I mean, it's not, like, revolutionary, but, I mean, if you're already killing them anyway, there's not a whole lot of reason not to kill them. Wait, was there more over there? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, there was. That was my bad. Yep, there we go. That was a little thing saying I can accept the next job quest because I'm now level 5, so we can go back and get a level 5 quest from the boom, I got another 720 experience killing those guys. Archer's Guild. So now we can go do the next one on there. Greetings, Lucky Ojanexua. Mione sent word to expect you. My name is Galford, and I'm responsible for training our Twin Outer recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12 Wood is much changed since the calamitous revival of the 7th Umbra era 5 years ago. The power of the elements wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear to the eyes of an outsider, the 12 Wood is ailing. It is its once rich variety fading memory. For citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as yourself will offer their aid in their struggle. Listen to their request and do much as you can. May the elementals bless you in your endeavors. Alright, cool. And we'll level up again. Alright. Galford, Chief Instructor of the Bannock, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for future missions. I see you're eager to lend a hand, Lucky Joe. That as well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I've established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that in 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral era, many of the 12 Wood's creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest that you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor to be sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, feet with gear of item level 5 or above before returning to speak with Galford. Alright. So with gear, you can view, equip, and remove gear. Selecting character menu. Go to your slot and you can pick all the stuff you have. I don't think I even have anything. Yeah, you can see my armory chest now. I don't have anything in anything. So there's an armory chest. Since the armory system in Final Fantasy allows you to change your job simply by changing your weapon or tool, it's recommended that you always have several sets of gear in hand. However, gear can take up a tremendous amount of space in one's inventory, which is why the adventurers carry around an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, or found is automatically stored in this chest, leaving your inventory free to fill with other items such as potions, crafting materials, and food. Gear in the armory chest is categorized by type and can be equipped or discarded directly from the chest interface. And then you can get that from the character sheet, or you can go from the main menu and hit character armory chest. Alright then. So I can probably get battle gear from you. You have level 5 gear. How much? I don't have enough money to do all your stuff though. But I can get some stuff. Like I don't have any. What level am I? 6? So shops. Myriad of items can be bought and sold from vendors all across Eorzea. Purchase an item is simple as selecting inventory, a shopkeeper's inventory. While selling an item is simple as selecting an item from your inventory and then choosing to sell. Which is pretty easy. And then buyback obviously is a buyback feature. Let's go back to character. We don't have any headgear. So that would help considerably. I think it looks ugly. I don't want an eye patch, but you live and you let live. Alright. So we might have to kill some more dudes. Or maybe not. Ready for inspection, are we? Right then. Eyes forward, back straight. Yes, I think you passed muster. You'd be surprised how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off in the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection. Consider yourself required for duty now. Look at you. I didn't realize that that's all I needed. So, that ended up being easier than Lakyojo, by your tireless efforts, you have provided yourself a friend of Gridania. Proven yourself a friend of Gridania. I believe you can be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I would assign you a mission of considerable import, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing the details until you have pledged your participation. I am authorized to tell you only that it concerns suspicious activity in the Twelveswood. Say that you will lend us aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. Sure. Good, the time is of the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard the suspicious individual that has been prowling the Twelveswood. And you may also be aware that Ixalia activity has been risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that the increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tightened our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our quarry is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in on our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Lakyojo. For their sake, I ask that you aid us in this investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful that we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search at the Life Men Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support, lest our quarry catch the scent of our presence and evade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Alright, interacting. On some quest, you'll encounter objects with which you do interact simply by approaching them and selecting. Alright. How far away are we? Alright, not that bad. Oh, is there... What level is this? 4? We can do that. What kind of fate we got going on over here? Oh, it's this one. I know this one. These guys are a little harder than the rest of them. So these, like, this is what will happen like in a real thing. So you see as I kill these guys, a couple seconds later you'll notice that white bar go up on the right hand side. I'm gonna back up a little bit. There we go. Boom. And I pretty much can, I mean, anyone, so it's not me in a specific thing. Most of these fates are relatively soloable. The problem you get, there's a few of them that there's just no way. So, that one's aggroing me. So, there are a couple things where you get to get overwhelmed. Like, there's too many enemies, and there's also ones where you fight like boss monsters, and those can be relatively difficult to solo. Now with a white mage, it's a little easier probably, especially if you're using like a chocobo companion, just because it's really hard to die. But when there's like a single large enemy in there, it can be stressful. Oh. I'm about to get aggroed by two of these dudes. Got a little excitable there. Almost got attacked. But for the most part, these fates are soloable. And I'm kind of glad that they made it that way. Although, to be honest, getting in a group for fates is better. It's a lot easier because I'm pretty sure you, well, at least back in the day, you got credit for all of your contributions to your team. I don't know how it does anymore, but it made it a lot easier to get goals and contribution. And once you pledge to your city or whatever, that's what you need to. There we go. Attack. Once you pledge allegiance to your city-state, right? Or like, so like we picked Bredania. That's that one. So that one we got 900 experience for. We leveled up. We got a little bit of gold. So, like I was saying, I got distracted because we were fighting some stuff. After you actually do pledge, you get these like tickets essentially. And they can be used as a separate currency to get things. Namely, the chocobo is quite an important thing that they give you. You use it when you use your chocobo license. So that's probably the most prominent time that you get real big into states. If they're around, there's like no reason not to. They're a great way to get it. And more of those things once you get it done. Once you actually affiliate yourself with the town. I forgot how much I like the Archer. It's been so many years since I've played, but I've truly forgotten like this game, to be honest. So I'm going to kill as many of these as I can just for now, and finish this up as I go back to that objective. So we got Archer 7 complete there. We got an extra 2,600 experience. And you may notice as I kill those water sprites, occasionally I pick up water shards, which is a form of crystal that you can use for crafting. Oh, because I need to go up and over? Maybe. Let's take a look at roll actions first, though. So you learn roll actions. Roll actions are spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all classes within a roll. Tank, melee DPS, ranged DPS, healer. Rather than specific class, roll actions learn the same manner as class actions. This is actually new. I'm not used to this. The role has been added to your action list. The character main menu, selecting it will display the role that you've learned. Alright. Number of roles that you have. Assign your current class, determined by the level of the class. And to assign the role of the class, simply select the box next to it, and then we'll put it down. Alright, so it looks like I have been given... Wait, what? Seriously? I was given second win? I didn't know I could do that. Alright. I suppose I'll take that. So I just got a free company invite from a random dude. Free companies are independent player-operated organizations, not unlike guilds, where there are no restrictions on who may join a company. Players cannot belong to more than one free company at a time. Companies will advance with rank, and the members earn company points by undertaking various duties around Eorzea. These credits will also take... task will also earn companies credits, which can be used to purchase various items. And then to form a company, there's some specific things you need to do. So let's do this guy. Details. Nanaki's Flame. It was a rank 8. Why did he do it to me? Whoa. Applying to a free company. Okay, we can submit applications on there. There's 162 people in there. Nanaki's Flame sounds pretty cool. I don't see why he wanted me, but why not? Sure. Now I'll be part of Red 13. So join a free company. You join a free company. You can start by changing your chat. So now you can see in the bottom left, we'll have a bunch of things that have yep. Everyone says anything says FFXIV will be free company. Like hello. Alright, so now we can do that. Free company from the social menu, we can select and see people. You can promote or demote. We can see what rank the free company is, and then there also going to be housing for the free company. There's company chests where the free company can store their stuff. Let's take a look. Company crests. Ours has Red 13 on it because people like Red 13. I thought that was kind of cool. Once you've obtained the proper rank, you can get a crest. That's pretty sick. We were rank 8, which I think is the highest. Company actions. You can do actions. They give you extra benefits. The actions can be purchased from the OIC Quartermaster with company credits. Remember, the credits is what we get from doing random stuff. Etc., etc. We don't care about that. Housing. I will show housing eventually. Probably not tonight because we won't make it in time, but we will show housing. So each of the 3 nations have a residential district wherein like-minded adventurers can establish a base for their activities. They're split into wards, and then estate halls and apartments can be customized, installing fixtures and placement furniture. Please note, in the case of estate halls, specific company privileges are required for that. And then you have a resident caretaker for that. So it looks like these guys had some actions already there. So let's... There's Matt. Oh, there's another dude that's like the same level as me, apparently, because we're right here. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests. Alright, take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help menu before calling a line of duty. Special instances. Yep, we can do the duty. But in this case, we have to go alone, and if we're above level 9, which we're not, we will be synced. Which works perfect. Yo, Alma, welcome to the stream. Let's Now we found the blade. Let's find out whose blade it is with that terribly ugly eye patch that I have.
Look, someone's already here. Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
Dull's the blade.
It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the Twelveswood, we almost ended up as a tree's dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papolino's fault, of course.
Not even close.
He'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong. You know him, Kuplo Cop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
Yes, we did.
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kuplo Cop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
Uh-oh. Now we're cooking.
It seems we have little choice.
No, Alma, this is my second character, actually. It's been a long time since I played. It's been like many years since I really got into it, so I really wanted to come back, play again. I actually started playing Final Fantasy XI again because they had like their re-login campaign, people who played back in the day, and it made me kind of like nostalgic for Final Fantasy, basically. And I ended up using that as a, I don't know, motivation, so to speak, to wanted to come back and play this. And I was like, man, if I'm gonna play it, I might as well go back and be a character. Instead of going with like, I have like a bunch of randomly leveled classes, but I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's a bunch of other people. Oh, there they are. Okay. I think I just need to kill their friends or so it would seem it. I don't actually remember this. So like my original character actually started in Bulldog. So like this is actually relatively new territory for me as well. And the fact that it's been many years since I played, like, it's relatively new. There we go. I think we not the bad, not the bad. But yeah, Alma, I beta tested 14. Like 14 and A Realm Reborn. Ooh, crystal. Oh, snap. God, I hate that eye patch. Like, there's certain points in this game that I get super frustrated with, and that's one of them.
Feel. Think. Crystal bearer.
Okay, what is that?
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Pretty trippy. Looks like the Aetherite. Like from our,
By
town.
thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
I'm actually confused right now. Like, now that we're, like, orbiting the crystal with a bunch of other random
Go
dudes.
now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem. An Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain.
Ooh.
That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an
Better?
excellent chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida?
Giant crystals.
Oh, loud.
Can't say I've seen any.
Much the same as always.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Goodbye.
All right.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
The little guy seemed like he was hiding something. He like looked at us a little weird, you know?
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
Oh, nice. I didn't realize Gridania was the only place for that. I guess I got lucky.
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless... you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Okay. I'd like to say they're charming, but like, they're just like psychos instead. Alright, let's pull that sword. Oh, you know what? I should have went to Hidden Branch Meadows. I don't think we attuned to that. That is very silly. Whoop. God, the fungi are disgusting. Good old Mila Kunis is back. She's always right there, behind me. Lucky Ojo, it's good to see you back. One of our patrol sent word that you had been spotted doing battle with enraged Trents, excuse me. I am relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at the Lifemen Stump? With blade. A sword in the stump and a dead Ixal. I can say with absolute certainty this blade is of Ixali origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastman's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the Central Shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. Dun dun dun. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? Ha 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 ha. So you've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalomo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land, and have been with us since before the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish, and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist in the gods' quiver and the wood whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Lucky Ojo. Although our visitors eludes us still, owing to your efforts we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We were fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Alright. Find out what else he wants. He wants to train new recruits. Allow me to explain. The nearby river is home to a colony of Black F's, who I sent a party of recruits to slay. Yet scarcely a bell after I had done so, the youngsters returned, hysterical yet noticeably unbloodied, and loudly bemoaned their misfortune at ever having been sent to contend with such hell's-born horrors. Pitiful, my great-grandma could dispatch an F with their walking stick and a harsh word. That such a task should cow a whole party of able-bodied men and women is beyond belief. I would have you show these quivering milkstops how it's done. Make sure that make your way down to the river and put down 4 of these creatures. Yeah, that's not bad. But what I need to do is stop playing around and get that aetheryte from Bent Branch Meadows. Where it at though? I need to go around. The river's still gonna be there, or there's no bridge. The bridge. Right there. That was interesting. They just walked through a wall. It's pretty interesting. Alright. More aetheryte. By learning the stellar teleport, you are now able to travel instantly between aetherytes. Which you return access to the teleportations selected on the main menu, and then you do it for a fee, and you can set favorites. Alright. Let's do it. Probably just follow this river. Wait, this is the wrong river. It is, because I have to go this way. God, there's a boat truck. I do see him now, though, on the mini-map. Right here. I only have to kill 4, I think. So. Alright, and then back we go. So that wasn't too bad. And all. Unfortunately, I feel like this game in the very beginning is relatively slow, and then it picks up like afterwards. Like the first 20 levels are like ugh. And then after you do the first 20 levels, like once you get past where you meet other cities, I think it really starts picking up. And the story gets like legit. Welcome back, Lucky Ojo. You performed admirably. I had my recruits watching from the backs as you dispatched the Fs. It appears your skills inspired them. Either that, or they will have no wish to be upstaged by an adventurer. It matters little which. What does matter is that they have resumed their training with renewed zeal. and I have you to thank for it. I am in your debt. All right. Yeah, give me that. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's a maple thing. I'll do that. Boom. Level 9. Now I got a better bow. Alright. Galfred wishes you to collect Chigo eggs. Lucky Ojo, injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 8 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you were to deliver them to the Mongarin at Gilbert Spire. He will do any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Alright. Oh, they're like right here. Like right here. Like if you look at the mini-map, they are like all over the place. Don't mind me. That light you saw when I killed that guy, that is a tuning, I think. Right. Yeah, maple longbow's bounty. One more. Perfect. Easy day. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. It seems, however, that you have little trouble gathering egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigoe, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any hewer who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the hearing population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicine available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis to assist with the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Alright, cool. Thanks, man. What you want? A guard at Gilbert Spire named Monranguin needs you to recover the surveying equipment left behind in a cave by a startled recruit. Such is an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from Bannock on a surveying expedition, only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the conjurers. And as if that poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by the hearer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and return it to Hearer Pauline at Galvanos Bower. According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn in the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the darn fool didn't lose his boots. Him, matron, watch on over you. Alright. Let's do this. Ah, the spiders are here. No biggie, we'll come through. I do like how you auto heal from this. Like, there's a lot of features in Final Fantasy XI that I've been playing, and I'm like, oh man. Like, I am glad I don't have to do that anymore. Like, I still have like a huge amount of nostalgia for Final Fantasy XI. Like, in the last like 3 days, I deleted my character, made a completely new character, and played through the beginning. Got a sub job. Like, I started as a thief. Got a sub job. Changed my job to monk. Got monk to 40. Unlocked ninja and unlocked samurai. Like, all in like a couple days. Along with a bunch of other stuff. Like, I did a lot of like the main missions and stuff too. Like, I've been playing a lot of 11, which, I mean, it's fun. Like, I really enjoy 11. I help, like, that game has a lot of nostalgia for me, but that game has so many features that are just so outdated. Like, they don't have a return feature. They don't have, like, mount. They did have mounts, but they didn't have them back in the day. They're not like a reliable. The one thing they added that I thought was super cool that I wish they would add in this to make it more like solo based, I guess. Because they don't have that many people in 11 anymore that play like religiously, they added a thing called trust magic. And like with trust magic, you can summon copies of like the NPCs that are in the game. Oh, that was like super cool. So, like, if you wanted to compare it to like a Final Fantasy XIV reference, God, where are these spiders at? That's getting ridiculous. You can think of like the leaders or whatever. Like you can get replications of them, or you can get replications of like the characters that you end up learning your actual jobs from, or like you can get replications from like wood whalers, things like that. In 11, you can get some from some of the big monsters and stuff, like Gobu, Corals, like some of the more interesting monster types. Even a move is a possible trust one, and you basically create an NPC party. And I mean, it all does it based on AI at that point, so you're not playing to the the best capabilities because it is all AI. But in the same context, like it's nice to have the ability to play solo. And I mean, you pretty much literally can solo anything at that point. Yes? May I assist you with some manner? Give all this stuff to you. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers out of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete some of the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it would be wise for the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on the past knowledge of the Twelveswood. If we are to survive in these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with their surroundings, and we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Yeah, Disciples of War. Let me... Whoa, I should buy a good character. So... Oh, wow. Yeah, my 7 to 12. I don't have anything else to the ring. Ring of Fortitude. I didn't know I had another ring. Okay. Okay. Pauline, the conjurer, Galvanos Tower, seeks an able adventurer to control the local hoglet population. If you might spare time, Lucky Ojo, I would have you thin the number of hoglets in Green Tier. While these beasts have always called the Twelveswood home, their appetite has grown so insatiable of late, I fear they will devour every nut on the forest floor. The cycle of life cannot sustain such gluttony. I must ask you to slay at least 6 of the creatures. Their sacrifice will be to the greater good of the Twelveswood, I assure you. Alright. That's pretty close. There's actually a fate out here that pops up occasionally. Maybe we'll get lucky. Thought I saw something over there, but... Oh, yeah. There it is. Don't know why I was walking so close. I forget sometimes that I'm actually fighting things way more. Alright, and back we go. So we killed the 6 required hoglets. Now we just need to go back and see what this Lady Pauline wants with us afterwards. Yes, let the elements rejoice at your actions. The life of the forest relies on a delicate balance, and the unchecked proliferation of beasts would mean a slow but certain death for the Twelveswood. It is our duty to correct such imbalance, and swiftly, even if it means shedding blood. Though it may seem trivial, you have performed a vital service this day. May the elementals bless your future endeavors. Alright, let's get some leather wristbands. Ooh. Where's the arm? Oh. Strength and dexterity +1. Yeah, those are way better. Like, that's everything. That's weird. Alright. Huh. A word with you, Lucky Ojo. I hesitate to make such dangerous requests, but you might assist us in thinning the number of anoles on Naked Rock. In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, the meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts have been growing more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral era, you see, forcing packs of the scaleskin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay half a dozen or so of the beasts, that should lessen the need for the hunt, and also serve as a warning to the anoles to remain within their territory. But I am afraid that you must do more than the existing population. If we are truly to break the spiraling growth, then we must also target their future offspring. Bring me 4 anole eggs, and then you will have played your part in returning the balance to this area of the forest. Alright. But I think I can probably do that. But let's go back to Microdania for now. Because I think they're actually doing server maintenance in like 4 minutes. At least that's what it was marked as doing. So, I think this is actually a good place for us to stop. So, thanks everybody for showing up. It was a lot of fun. I think we're going to start playing this some more. It has certainly been entertaining. This guy's 100% a bot. Like, you can't be not a bot with a name like that. So, no way. But anyway, thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. We will come back to this and play even more. And the story should be much more hopping in the near future. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, let's smack down that like button. And we will see you next time.